privilege. LOL. One to talk, you don't look like you know real gangster. I grew up in the gutters and I smell pussy. LOL. So apparently there are some people offended by the video that I made with Tom Macdonald and Adam Calhoun, right? Whiteboyz. Whew. I feel bad for some of you people who just jumped to an insane conclusion in the comment section. You're the same people who are part of the damn problem. You did not listen to anything I said in the video at all, because based off of your conclusion, it is clear that you haven't, one, watched any of my videos or watched my video. Now, I thought I said something crazy and I went back and rewatched my video, right? First off, when I said the white privilege thing, that was obviously sarcasm. Check this out.
White boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the privilege comes for you? Oh, I said it. All right, let's go.
I don't know how someone could really think that that was like a serious statement. And then at the end, I even went further and explained that
if you're putting down another race or another ethnicity or whatever it is, then that's an issue. Now that I say that, all of these movements going on of whatever group it is that is trying to appreciate themselves and, you know, go out in the media and praise themselves, and everybody's saying high five, great job, so brave, you're being yourself. But when these guys just say, you know, well, I appreciate myself too, that becomes white privilege, white supremacy.
White power!
The way you grew up, you're born the way you're born, and you just appreciate who you are as a person. Doesn't matter what your skin color is, and to be called a supremacist of whatever, it's kind of ridiculous.
I want to address this comment here, because I found it pretty freaking interesting. LOL, one to talk, and you don't look like you know real gangster. I grew up in the gutters and I smell pussy. There's always these internet gangsters talking all of this BS. One, when did I ever say that I was a gangster? And two, I didn't ask you where you grew up. Anyway, let's move on. Life is what you make it, not what you're dealt. It's hard to read this because spelling is kind of off. Anyone is privileged. It's black folk. If we stop the white and black BS and get to the real issue, the rich versus the poor, because the rich cares as much for the poor whites as poor blacks. It's not about race. It's about your wealth. You know, I can get the general sentiment here. If you were to watch any of my videos, you would understand that I have the same views. It's not about race. The people who have the money are the ones controlling everything. They control the media, they control the divide. He kind of goes further, right? And because someone here, Hannah, thank you for coming to my defense. I can clearly see that you've watched my videos, and thank you for that, because Christopher here just jumped to a conclusion and then went and spat about stuff that I already say. We would have had the same viewpoint, but you didn't watch my video. And this is where it kind of goes off the rails a little bit, because he comes back and says, that dude never seen a hard day in his life. You can tell by just the way he carries himself, which is not a bad thing, but as a black privileged man, he shouldn't be making a white privilege remark. There is no white privilege, if anything, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I have never seen a hard day in my life. Think about that, right? This guy doesn't know me, doesn't know my history, doesn't know where I'm from, but he somehow knows I have never seen a hard day in my life. So, when I was growing up, living in the slums, without electricity, without running water, and without actual sewers, and I had to poop in a bucket, and sometimes in the woods, I was living a privileged life. When I was walking on the dirt roads, because the roads were not paved, I was living a privileged life. When I was a child in a little shanty town that I lived in the house that we lived in, you call it a house, burned down, and I was in it by myself, and I almost died because the fire department didn't have enough water to come and save a dying baby. And just love it when, you know, us poor people in the Bahamas, when we don't have enough money, the government can help us and provide us some funds to buy food every month, right? Because the government does that in the Bahamas. The government supports the people and gives them money. Right. You just don't know, my friend. You just don't know. You are 100% wrong in your statement. And I'm not here to throw a pity party, because we all have our sad stories, right? But who gives a shit? We are here now. You use that sad story for your fuel and you move forward. I'm not gonna be out here constantly mentioning, I struggled in life, feel bad for me, I struggled. Nah, who cares? Everybody struggled. Everyone has pain. We all suffer. The way I carry myself, there's no way I could have ever struggled in life, right? Because everyone who is where they are now has always been there before. If that's your way of thinking, then I don't know what the hell happened to you. And to say that, well, you think you gangster or whatever, I abide by the law. I have a family. I got stuff to take care of. I'm not gonna put my life in jeopardy. I don't know why you carry around gangster like it's something that you should aspire to be. Have I ever given anyone the impression that I'm a gangster? Do you ever hear me say anything like that? Kind of a prime example of why we still have issues when it comes to these conversations. You jump to a conclusion without listening, without watching. Even when Hannah came and explained to you my situation, you dug deeper into your own hole. Are you really here to listen and reach out to people, or you just want to talk to hear yourself talk? Because I make it clear, we're here to have a conversation, right? But if you're going to come and jump to a conclusion and make assumptions about me and my life based off of nothing, you're a part of the problem. It's funny, you privileged, privileged. You just don't know. I worked for every freaking thing I have. I ain't had no damn privilege. I bust my ass. I work more than 100 hours a week, and I still do that. And I still post videos on YouTube. I wish I had some privilege where I could just relax and do nothing. No, I gotta bust my ass. Anyway, sorry for that rant, right? But I think I just had to address it because I've seen that comment multiple times.